Chris, you guys started out 11 of 13 from the floor. Just what led to that hot start for you, and then what did they do to kind of maybe shake things up defensively from there?
Yeah, we've been playing better and gotten off to some really good starts recently, and that carried over into tonight. I think every coach in America would tell you, internally one of the things they would wish for was to get off to a great start when you're on the road. Try to maybe take the crowd out of it, get them questioning what's going on, etc. And obviously that's kind of where it looked from my vantage point, but they rallied around each other and shored up the deficit pretty quickly. And at the end of the day, they just played better than us.
Chris, it was a staple of Kentucky last season, maybe not as much this season. What can you say about how they kind of played through their big men, particularly Malachi Marino down the stretch? 6 assists from their big down low.
Yeah, they ran a certain set 3 or 4 times, and we actually game planned for it with a little different coverage, and it didn't work our favor. It's probably one of the plays that they went to 3 or 4 times. I don't know the name of it, but they exploited us a little bit, and we were, like I said, scheming for it. But the film that I watched, they throw it down there to the big fella quite a bit, and he's a tough match because he's so big and he's got great touch, and if he gets it 2 feet in the paint, it's tough to guard him down there. And we were in and out of trying to double him or not, and when we didn't, he just seemed to kind of back down and get to where he wanted to get and shot the ball over us.
And next, anyone else?
Otego away came up with some really timely steals for them in the second half. Just what did you see from him, and maybe even watching him on film coming into this game? What have you seen from him?
He's a great player. He's an all-league caliber player. I think he was preseason player of the year, if I'm not mistaken. He got it on the court tonight.
Chris, used a lot of your timeouts early there in the second half, obviously trying to stop them surging. Do you kind of, in retrospect, wish you had some more of those later on, or do you say, hey, I did what I could to try to stop them?
Yeah, I wish they'd give us 7 or 8 of them. It'd be a lot more fun. I'm sure the fans would like it, but concessions money. No, I don't. That had nothing to do with the end of the game. I should have called one in the first half earlier, and I about pulled the trigger, and I didn't because the media was under the media. I think it was at the under 8-minute mark, if I'm not mistaken. And I was ready to call it, and I didn't. And then, of course, when that happens, it's inevitable that they're going to score a 3, and then I called it. That was the one that I'm more disappointed with. The second half, I felt like we had to burn them to try to stay in the game, and certainly would love to have had one. The fans behind me had a good time with it. They were very happy that I didn't have any timeouts the last 6-7 minutes of the game.
Good. Anyone else?
Thank you.
Coach, thank you.